Not going to lie, in August there was a lot of disappointments. Alright, so what's poppin', everybody? It's your man, Young Ida Costello, back again with another video. Now, for the last video, I posted a top 5 worst sneakers of August, and if you haven't seen that video, I recommend that you go watch that video. It definitely got hectic. It definitely got real. But just like I told you at the end of the video, I said that I was going to be coming back with a top 5 best sneakers of August, and that is what I am going to be doing. Not going to lie, in August there was a lot of disappointments. Like, there's not a lot of cool shoes coming out in August. I would have liked to make a top 10, like a nice longer video, but no. I gotta keep it real. August is pretty lame. I just gotta keep it real. So, I know you guys want to get straight into the video, so sit back, relax, go to McDonald's and get you a Whopper, because we are about to get it poppin'. Now for number 5, I have to give it to the Air Jordan 5 White Cement. Now, to keep it real with you, this is a top 5 list. A top 5 list for August. If I had my own decisions, like if there were better shoes that were coming out in August, this would not be on the list, to keep it real with you, because even though this is a cool shoe, it's a pretty nice shoe, it's definitely a very bland shoe, and it's definitely a very regular shoe. As you can see, it's an Air Jordan 5 White Cement, so it tried to give off that Air Jordan 4 White Cement look, or that Air Jordan 3 look, and it pulls it off pretty fine, but it's just the difference between the Air Jordan 5 and the Air Jordan 4 that's kind of like, yeah, I'd rather get the Air Jordan 4 if I had the chance. But I will say that the Air Jordan 5 it's a pretty cool shoe. I feel like the quality on the shoe is going to be regular. It's not going to be anything spectacular. But if you guys are eyeing this shoe and you guys have just a little bit of cash laying around, hey, you can go cop this shoe. The shoe will be retailing at $190. I don't understand why the shoe will be retailing at $190. It's not remastered. I feel like the shoe should just be retailing at a cool $170. Cap it off at like a $150 or $170, and then the shoe will be perfect. But I mean, like, the shoe's fine. If you don't want to cop the shoe as soon as it comes out, don't worry, because the shoe's not going anywhere. This shoe is going to be mass produced, and this shoe is going to sit. So you'll end up probably being able to buy this shoe for like maybe $114, $120, $130 if you're lucky. If you're on your P's and Q's, you'll be able to cop it for that price. But this shoe's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy for number 5. It does get a little better, but I will have to say that for this to be number 5 of August, August is definitely pretty disappointing. Now for number 4, I have to give it to the Adidas NMD R1 PK Triple Black. Now this shoe is an extremely dope shoe. As you guys know, when it comes to NMDs, I only like the prime knit NMDs. The low top NMDs without the prime knit, I have not seen a cool pair of those yet. I just have to keep it real. But I do have to say that I am really liking this triple black pair right here. Now, one thing that I will say is that I believe that this shoe already came out, so I think that this is going to be like a re-retro or just like a restocking of this shoe. I know that this shoe came in like maybe a black and white with the Japanese lettering, or like a cream and white with like a French lettering. All in all, this collection is definitely pretty dope. And if a lot of you guys missed out, this gives you guys a big chance to go ahead and grab it. And you guys already know I like that Japanese lettering on the side. It is definitely looking cool. I actually, to keep it real with you, when it comes to the NMDs, a lot of people ask me all the time, they're like, yo, Chris, where are the NMDs? Where are the boosts? Where are the pure boosts? I have never ever tried on an Ultra Boost. I have never ever tried on an NMD. I don't know what like Boost feels like. It's actually pretty crazy the more that you think about it, you know what I mean? But like I said, this shoe is extremely dope. I don't know, for $170, I might go ahead and grab it just to like be like, hey, I finally caught me a Boost shoe. But if you guys are looking for this shoe, what am I saying? August 11th, 2017, this shoe's coming out. Go ahead, get your sights ready. This shoe will probably sell out. This shoe's not going to be the kind of NMD that sits. So if you guys want this shoe, like I said before, I recommend that you be on your P's and Q's. Now for number 3, I have to give it to the Air Jordan 13 Bread. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably like, number 3, like this should be number 1. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I get why you're saying that. It's a legendary shoe. It's an iconic shoe. You can't really go wrong with that black with that red. And the quality on these bad boys, I will say, definitely looks cool. But I will have to say, number 2 and number 1, I just got to keep it real. Those shoes to me are looking way better to me than Air Jordan 13 Bread. But when it comes to the Air Jordan 13 Bread, this shoe is definitely extremely dope. One thing that I am wondering is, I'm wondering if the upper, like the little cotton upper, if that will come with like a reflective 3M material on it. If that does, that'll also be definitely dope. I think that the leather on it is looking pretty cool. The quality on it, the construction on it, everything is looking nice. I know when Jordan Brand re-retro some kind of shoes at some point, a lot of people have a problem with how the shape looks, but I will say that the shape on this Air Jordan 13 definitely looks cool, and the red suede, the suede definitely looks in good quality. But these are only pictures, so we will have to see how it looks in person. Will I be copping for $190? $190 for this shoe is a fine price. As far as if this shoe will sell out, I'm not exactly sure if it will sell out, but I wouldn't bet my cards on waiting for it. So if you want this shoe, I recommend that you like place bookmarks or something wherever you can, just to make sure that you know that the shoe is coming out, so that you're on your P's and Q's once again, so you can buy this shoe. But like I said, I think that the shoe is pretty dope. Will I be going after this shoe? I haven't made my mind up yet. It could be a possibility, it could not. It all just depends on how I'm feeling at the end of the day. But for number 3, I had to give it to the Air Jordan 13 Bread. Now for number 2, I have to give it to the Golf Le Flare X Converse 1-Star Suede Edition. Now, I have to give a huge shout out to the homie Tyler, the creator, on like having a brand new shoe deal. It seems like with this shoe deal, he has a lot more creative control. Not saying that he didn't have creative control with Vans, but it's almost like he's releasing a lot of shoes. And it's almost like with Vans, he released a shoe here, he released a shoe there. It's like with here, with this collection, there's multiple shoes. There's a peach color, there's like this light navy blue color, and then there's a yellow color, then there's a baby carnation pink color, which is definitely a wonderful color. And I will say that all the colors of this shoe definitely look really nice. I really like it. It's also, it has like that Converse 1-Star with that Golf Le Flare logo around it. I think that that is definitely pretty cool. I am definitely looking forward to these. I do need to get my hand on at least one pair, or at least all pairs. You feel me? You know how I feel about how I feel about my Tyler the creator. We just gonna have to keep it real. As far as what pairs will be my favorite color, I think that this peach color and this carnation pink color is probably my favorite color. But when it comes to all four colors are definitely dope in my opinion. And when it comes to this shoe, these will be hard to get. Be on your game. As a matter of fact, it's over for it. When you see this video, the shoes would have already dropped that morning. So I'm sorry if you guys were looking for this shoe. Go ahead. You could be mad at me in the comments. It is what it is. Let's keep it real. You's probably gonna take an L anyway. But when it comes to this shoe, they are definitely extremely dope. The price tag at $100 is cool. One thing that I also like about this shoe before I move on to the next one is, let's go ahead and keep it real. The Converse 1-Star. Who was on Converse 1-Stars before Tyler said, you know what, I want to do it on this shoe? Nobody. I mean, I know I definitely wasn't thinking about like a Converse 1-Star when we were talking about like beforehand, before Tyler partnered with Converse. I wasn't thinking about this shoe at all. So I definitely do have to give him kudos for having like his own shoe collection and finding a random shoe out of the bunch and making something good happen out of it. It definitely looks cool, and it definitely looks like one of those shoes that you can beat up and it'll still look cool at the end of the day, just like how it did with that Vans collection. But that was number 2, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into number 1. Now for number 1, I have to give it to the Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray. Now this shoe is a shoe that definitely took me by surprise. This shoe looks extremely dope. Like I said, August is definitely really disappointing. Nothing cool is coming out in August. Let's just keep that real. But this shoe right here looks extremely dope. We all know the Wolf Gray 5s that came out years ago. Those came out, but I will say that this Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray looks way better than the Wolf Gray 5s in my opinion. I actually did have a pair of the Wolf Gray 5s. But when it comes to the Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray, it just looks like the suede that is on this. It looks like a really nice, it looks like a really nice quality nubuck that is all over the shoe. That looks extremely dope. And then I also like the multicolored gray. Like there's a dark gray, there's a light gray, then there's like a medium color gray, then there's a light gray. It's kind of like different kind of grays to match the spectrum of the shoe. I think that that is extremely dope. For that $190 price tag, I feel like this is one of those shoes that I would rather go after. And a big question is, will this shoe sell a little bit? What is you saying? Keep it together. keep it together. Will this shoe sell out? That's the question. I'm not exactly sure if this shoe will sell out. It might though. I wouldn't put anything against this shoe from selling out because this shoe is definitely extremely dope. I think that the color of it, the colorway of it is dope. The quality of it looks dope. The construction of it looks dope. But only time will tell, and you will need to see this in person. But as far as back to school, if you go to school in September or late August, you do have a chance for getting this shoe for back to school. But for you guys that start August 26th or August 25th or like maybe August the 16th like me, you better look to getting this shoe after back to school if you want it. But for number one, I have to give it to the Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray. Definitely a cool colorway. Definitely have to give kudos to Air Jordan. Sometimes they can come out of nowhere with some trash colorways. You're just gonna have to keep that real. But hey, I can't lie. They definitely did their thing on this colorway. It looks dope. Alright everybody, so that's the end of the video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. What is your favorite shoe of August? And was my list good? Was my list trash? Were there any shoes that I left out? Go ahead and put that in the comment section down below. I know one of you guys might say something about those quilted sixes. Please don't. That shoe is trash, okay? I just want y'all to know that. That shoe is utterly horrible, okay? But thank you guys for watching as always. New videos coming soon. And without further ado, all I have to say is, hey, blessings, blessings, blessings. And Chris out.